Hey HCG family, it's me, Miss HCG Girl, and I am getting on here because Toy Just Toy tagged me in an HCG tag video, and in fact she's calling it HCG Tag Fall 2012, and there are 11 or so questions, and I'm going to try to answer them for you right now. The first question is my real name. I think I said this recently in a vlog if you've been watching my channel. I like everybody calling me Miss HCG Girl on here, but my name is Shanna. And if you watched my 300 or so videos, you'll notice in the first, I don't know, probably few 50 videos or something, I told people that. I just look a lot fatter in the videos and I have brown hair. And yeah, that's me. And I did 6 rounds of RX injections, okay? And I started with a doctor, and the doctor set my injections at 150 IUs, and my first HCG, I don't know, 3 bottles or whatever came from a US pharmacy, and then I had found out about All Day Chemist, and I started ordering from not All Day Chemist. I found out about another company, and then I found out about All Day Chemist, and then now All Day Chemist doesn't sell RX HCG, but the company that is selling, I think it's Escrow Refills or whatever, people are getting their stuff just fine from there. Anyway, what do I do for a living? I am a homemaker and a volunteer in the HCG community at large. I volunteer my time to support other people out here to see them have success reaching their weight loss goals. And I don't get paid for doing that, but I do it. That was a cute one. What do you do for a living? I have had jobs in the past. Most people don't know that, and we're going to get to that here in a second. And then it says, what is your most interesting job, and share a funny story? Okay, my jobs entailed, my very first job ever was I worked at the first Wendy's that opened in Lafayette, Louisiana, and I think I was 15 years old. I want to think this was like 1976 or something like that, okay, somewhere along those lines. And when I went for the interview, that was the funny story. I was running for, I was a freshman in high school, and I was, or sophomore, and I was running for class representative or something. And I had on this engineer outfit. You know how you wear overalls that look like an engineer and stuff? And we had just came from, like, we had a party at school. You know how you have Republicans, Democrats? Well, we had some kind of party or something. And my mom insisted that I get a job. And she dropped me off, and I was nervous. I was shaking. I filled out the application, and I think the guy saw me there and saw what I was wearing. There was a lot of people that applied for jobs, and the head guy came over to me, and I still don't know to this day if it was the guy who owned Wendy's and started Wendy's, but he sat down with me and he said, "Why do you want this job?" And I said, "Because if you don't give me a job, I've got to go back to the Jeep over there where my mom is, and she's going to probably punish me." And he said, "I normally don't hire 15-year-olds, but because you're such an enthusiastic person, I'm going to hire you." And that month, I got Employee of the Month out of 100 and something employees. And, you know, I just worked my butt off. And it was one of the funnest jobs I've done, because I mean, I used to close or open, and when you close with people, they are crazy. okay, if you worked in fast food before. So that was one of my funniest jobs. I mean, people would be sliding across the floor because there was so much grease on the floor and stuff. And I could go into stories. I'm not going to go into stories, but we didn't ever mess with people's food. But a lot of times people would get more sandwiches than they ordered or something, or more fries and stuff like that. Anyway, that was my very first job. And most people on here who've listened to me talk know that I spent 7.5 years in the Air Force. And I can't talk about my job there, but it was an interesting job. Let's see. Are you the only person in your family that struggles with weight? Probably no. My grandmother was overweight, and I think that her weight led to other issues and why she died earlier than she should have. She ended up getting diabetes late in life. She had heart conditions and stuff like that. My dad has struggled with his weight, and I have 3 younger brothers, and one of them, actually 2 of them, have struggled with their weight. My brother that's closest to me in age, he is like Mr. Pump the Iron, you know what I'm saying? And so anyway, not every one of them. And I struggled with my weight most of my life because I let the emotional attachment to food be there. Okay, have you tried any other weight loss program, and what were the results? I have. I did the Way Down workshop in 1999, and in 11 months, I lost 100 pounds. I got down to 138 pounds, but I never dealt with my food addiction. I still learned a lot of stuff in that, and it's sort of like some of the stuff Robin Woodall's teaching out there, like about true hunger and knowing when to stop when you're full and stuff like that. That was all part of that program, as well as praying. And I'm not saying that it's not a good program. It just never addressed my emotional addiction to food, you know. Anyway, I kept it off for like maybe 3 years, and my girlfriend got killed in a car accident by 2 drunk drivers, and I went right back to eating the way I was, binge eating and everything else. And I'm not proud of that. And right now, I'm not out of the woods. I've only been almost a year since my last round ended, and I'm still at LIW today. I'm 144.6, and I probably won't jump up and down here until maybe 5 years, you know, that I can see through maybe struggles, emotional struggles and stuff like that, that I don't revert back to food. And so far, I've had some issues over the past year, and I'm finding that I'm not running to food. I'm not running to something else to replace that. So anyway, I know that's a long answer. Number 8, funniest or worst weight loss program you ever tried? I really never tried any other ones. And any chronic health issues, do you believe they are a result of abnormal fat? I was getting high triglyceride or high cholesterol before I started all this, and I just started having a lot of depression and stuff like that, and I know that it was linked to my obesity. I don't even battle that anymore. Anyway, let's see what else. And my whole family dies of heart disease, like my dad's side and my mom's side. And I definitely don't want to die of heart disease because I'm not taking care of myself. Do you have your vitamin D checked? Yes, I do. And I have been told by actually a nurse practitioner about 2.5 years ago when I started this that I was too low. So I started taking 5,000 IUs a day, and I take it every day. And if I feel like a cold's coming on, I take even more. And since then, my levels have come up. And she told me that she likes to see people way above what the United States says is the level for people to be at for vitamin D. And she's like a, Anyway, she was a regular medical
I'm
doctor.
back. It was a phone call. Hey, look, that's Paula Dean in the background. Hey, Paula.
Anyway, let's see here. Okay, we did the vitamin D. Okay, the last one. What does HCG mean to you, and how did I learn about it? First of all, I'm going to say, how did I learn about it? Because my daughter was seeing an autism doctor in Nashville. And I don't mind saying his name now because she's not seeing him anymore. But his name is Dr. Kalb. And he treats autism, Lyme, and all kinds of stuff biomedically. And he takes insurance. And for some reason, one of my friends wanted to know something about his practice or something. And I went to his website, and he had changed it. And he had hired a lady that specialized in weight loss and weight gain problems. And she had just graduated from Vanderbilt, and she's a nurse practitioner. She was, and she's no longer in his practice, so I can say all this. And I had prayed at the beginning of the year, January of that year, this was 2010, for God to just show me what to do about my weight, because I was just so disgusted with myself. Okay, I know I reached worse than 255. I probably was 260 plus. God knows how much I was in a size 24. Okay, and I was busting out of the seams of 24s. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, when I went on his website to get some information for one of my autism friends, I noticed that he had hired her. And so I called the office, and when Ashley had an appointment with him, I asked if I could have an appointment with her. And I brought my husband along to help with Ashley. And she did all kinds of lab work on me. And then she asked me on the first appointment to do, it was called a allergy-free diet. Oh, I guess there is another diet I've done. The allergy-free diet. And it was harder than anything you do on HCG. Okay? I'm talking no red meat, no dairy, no eggs, no gluten, no sugar, no white sugars. My body, within 2 weeks of doing that, went freaking out. Okay? Anyway, but when I came back after 30 days, I had lost 15 pounds on my scale anyway. Hers was more than 10. I can't remember. And then she prescribed the HCG, and that's when I went on it. And within, I guess it was within the first month of going on HCG, I told one of my local friends. She had texted me one night, and I told her what I was doing, and then she contacted me back within a week. She had ordered her HCG online. She had figured it all out, and she told me about the YouTube community. And that's how I found everybody on YouTube. And what does it mean to me? It means everything to me right now. It is not just a hormone. The whole protocol, the man is a genius who designed this protocol, because really there's a psychological component in the loading and stuff. You're like, oh, I get to load, I get to eat all this stuff and la, 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 and all that, right? And then next thing you know, you're about ready to go, ugh, by the end of the first day. And when you psychologically do that, and especially for me, I've done 6 rounds of HCG and I've kept the weight off. I don't ever want to do that again to my body. I know what it feels to, unless I would ever have to do HCG, and I do want to get the remaining abnormal fat off. I am just not there mentally, you guys. It means a lot to me. I'm not a person that's downing anybody out there that's doing a different protocol, diet protocol, Weight Watchers or whatever, or raw food or whatever you're doing, okay? But I'm going to support the people in the HCG community because that's where I've had my greatest success. And I think that this protocol teaches you a lot about how to eat and how to maintain your weight. And that's something I didn't learn on anything else, or I wasn't going to learn on anything else. Anyway, I want to thank Toy Just Toy. She is such a blessing in our community, you guys. And I know she's having her own struggles right now. And we all love you, Toy. I mean, you're just such a blessing. And I pray you get a house soon or apartment. And I also pray that your job gets better. And I am going to tag the following people to go make this video, and your names are going to be up here, okay? So you better, if you see your name, I better see a tag vlog by you. I love each and every one of you. Y'all are awesome. This community is awesome, and may God bless you. Peace or deuces. I don't have both fingers up because I'm holding my phone with the other one out.